Many months ago, when Power Rangers Dino Fury premiered, the energy in the community was crazy. It was lit. A lot of fans gravitated towards the Zayto character. I was seeing DMs like, Marcus, Zayto my hero. Okay, alright. Marcus, I want to grow the Zayto antlers. I'm blocking you. That's kind of weird. Marcus, I want to grow the antlers so people will lick them. Alright, the crackheads have entered the chat. But then when you go to the intellectual side of the Power Rangers community, the leadership, the combat, the backstory, all shape up to make him one of the great Red Rangers in the franchise. So today, we doing a Marcus Digital style ESPN 30 for 30. And I've always wanted to say this, but it ain't never too late. Nigga, play that ATO.
How you foreign nigga stop it? I was born in the tropics. I'm the way peep the mosh pit. And it came with a starship. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm really from the tropics. Fuck is you doing the
What's good, Digital Trap Squad? Y'all know what it is, so check it right. Alright, y'all. So we've had so many different Red Rangers in the history of the franchise. We got some people who have legends that'll live on forever and ever and ever. Some of y'all are gonna be cringy and tell your grandkids about these folks. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then you got the other side of the spectrum. You got people leaving like a thief in the night. Oh, hamburglar ass Rangers. You got people like Jayden from Power Rangers Samurai. They gonna leave you fucked up. You got those terrible Red Rangers on that side. But Zayto's gonna be on the legendary side. We know he comes from the planet Rafcon, right? And when you understand his backstory, he has something that I think great leaders need. Failure. I think that all great stories have failure somewhere in there. It kind of motivates you. It re-energizes you to what your objective is, to how important what you want is. Him seeing millions of people fall on Rafcon due to him and the other knights not being able to do what they had to do to stop the Sporgs beast kind of re-energizes the character when he comes out of the stasis pod. There are moments where he's hard on Amelia or Ali or anybody else, but it's only because he understands the gravitas of the situation, much like how Scott was in RPM. Yeah, there were some episodes where it was like, damn, Scott, you know, Ziggy is funny. Ziggy's like the only funny Ranger in the history of the show. So why you being so hard on Ziggy? He lit. Why you being so hard on Jim? Why you being so hard on Gemma? Well, Scott saw the world fall. Scott's like, hey, bro, that ain't happening again. This the last city. Zayto had that same type of energy where he understood the weight of failure. Yo, so dope with the backstory. That's one thing. But as I continue to kind of dig deep into the character while I binge watched all 11 episodes on Netflix, I was like, alright, I'm digging the leadership. The leadership to me is in the mode of a Jason. It's in the mode of somebody like Carter from Lightspeed Rescue. It's in the mode of Tyler from Dino Charge. Leadership where it's about picking you up. It's not about knocking you down. It's not about spitting on you where you lay, making you feel worse. It's not about that. It's that loving, really, I'm going to make you better type energy, but I'm not going to punish you. When you look at some of the early episodes in Dino Fury, right? And Amelia and Ollie were having the worst time ever in episode 2, putting their morphing secrets together.
It's morphin' time! Dino Fury key!
I was just testing your reflexes.
Again.
You saw Zayto have that very affectious, I'm going to pick you up energy. And I think that's very important when it comes to leading a group of people. You have to be able to know what buttons to push for everybody on a team. And there takes a certain rhythm, a certain frequency, cringy ass flash quote to crack the rhythm of those people.
Don't ever fucking say that again to anybody, ever.
Everybody can't be spoken to like they're on the Bulls 90s championship teams. You dig? Michael Jordan was out here bullying motherfuckers to 6 championships. That ain't gonna happen. There's an episode on Netflix where Javi gets his guitar taken away by his father, right? It's got my man's fucked up the entire episode. He popped a perk. He owned one. He fucked up. But Zayto knows how to talk to him. He understands how important that is. Yo, that's a nice way to display leadership. I know on this channel, we done given the Power Ranger writers hell. These folks deserve every bit of hell. They gave Jayden the last name Sheba. He's a white dude. He's a white dude. Then they got your boy Will in Operation Overdrive with his special skill being he gonna take your shit.
Nobody has the power to defy the great Will. Better not steal anything on your way out.
What type of shit it did?
These are those types of writers, but the writers for Dino Fury deserve to be commended, not only for the writing they've done for the overall show, but Zayto, when it comes to his combat, is so balanced. You don't feel like there's this Goku-sized gap between him and the other members of the team. You feel like maybe Zayto is Vegeta, right? Then maybe Ali is Trunks. Then maybe Amelia is Piccolo. You feel this sense of, okay, the power levels are not too far apart to the point where Zayto takes over every single combat situation. And although some people, for some damn reason, love to see the Red Ranger dominate every situation on a team show, I'll say this. Zayto may not be walking around with 15 power-ups, with a mega battleizer yet, but the things that he doesn't have in combat, he makes up for in knowledge. He makes up for in the way that he deals with people on his team. He has so much knowledge to give to everybody about Rathcon, about the Sporgs Beast, about Void Knight, about how to deal with situations involving the morphing grid. He is so highly intelligent that I love the balance they gave to him to display that being a Red Ranger is more than just about having the biggest sword. Inside joke, you get what I'm saying? It's more than just having the greatest battleizer. It's really about being a complete person within the structure of the team. And Zayto displays that perfectly. I think earlier I was watching Dino Fury on Netflix, and I'm like, Zayto's really Steve Rogers inspired. He's really Captain America-esque from the backstory, and them both being in this encapsulated state for such a long period of time, their previous lives being erased. But it's also how Zayto holds himself to the same standard he holds other people to. Another Captain America quality he has is that he expects the same from everybody else as he does himself. He has high expectations for the overall group. And that's important when it comes to a Red Ranger. You can't be shaped like EDP 445 telling motherfuckers to go run some wind sprints. Bitch, please, is what that gets. You shaped like a goddamn pack of ground beef and you want me to go run some wind sprints. Bitch, that's that type of energy with some Rangers in the history of this show. They ain't holding everybody to the same standard as they hold themselves to. Nick, scumbagging in Mystic Force, scumbagging. Yo, ridiculous with it. You had Zayto that in episode 9, when he got tricked into thinking that the monster who had the ability to transform was really somebody from Ravcon, you saw him feel so bad about falling for that trap. The character was really giving himself a hard time because it's like, damn, how could I make that mistake? How could I put these people that I'm supposed to lead at risk? And I truly believe that he would have been just as hard on somebody else as he was on himself in that moment. Those are some of the things that make Zayto such an engaging character, and in my opinion, one of the top 10 best Red Rangers in the history of the franchise. Now, somebody may say, Marcus, top 10 ain't enough. He got to be top 5. Hold on now. We gonna let the season play out. We gonna let these episodes play out, and then we gonna see from there. Cause we still talking about Power Rangers. Okay, this thing can go south at any moment. It's like watching Superman and Lois on the CW. It's so good so far. It's so great. But Dare to Defy, they got that CW logo in the corner. This can go bad any second. We're just enjoying the ride as we go on. Anyway, it's been weird, but it's been real. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Bruh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get my life together. This is crazy. Get out of here, bitch.
She gon' look dope. When I pull up, she gon' look dope. Look at he mad, ain't look broke. She bad as hell, but can't cook though. It don't matter, but you still watching me while I did it for the look though. 100 feet worth of drip, don't drown this fly shit, that's the look though. And look though. I'm the wave, you can look though. I'm something different, I don't think you get it, but I still did it for the look though. Look though.